Monday. It's October 25th, and it's Halloween week, so we're going to have some great fun with you this week. Now, just to tell you a few things, we've got meetings this morning. We have one at 9:30, which is the third Architectural Control and Standards Committee. That will be in the boardroom as well as virtual. Then at 1:30 this afternoon, we have the GRF Security and Community Access meeting. That will be in the boardroom as well as virtual, and you can follow along virtually at lagunawoodsvillage.com/meetings. Now, on our show today, we have Dr. Dimitri Gruer, who is here on behalf of OC Vitality. And then we have a segment with Mark Rabinowitz on behalf of Thrive. Now, we have patiently been waiting for the rain, and it looks like it's going to be getting here this afternoon. Sometime around the noon hour, we are going to be expecting the start of the rain, but now we've pushed it back just a little bit for a 100% chance of rain later this afternoon. Today we are looking at highs of 66 with an overnight of 54. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny, 69, 53, and even more beautiful on Wednesday, 77, 61. And then look at the temperatures on Thursday. We jump to 85, 55, jump back down to 74, 51 on Friday. Our sunrise this morning was at 7:04, and our sunset will be at 6:05. And thank you, Mark, for sending in this gorgeous picture of a very nice tree down at, looks like Newport Harbor. All right, if you have a photo that you would like to share with us, please email it to lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. All right, when we come back, we have Dr. Dimitri Gruer, so stick around.
Two in three Alzheimer's disease patients are women. If you or your loved ones are experiencing symptoms of memory loss or confusion, call our clinic today to schedule a free screening. At Tilda Research, you will work with distinguished physicians and researchers like Dr. Ken Deck, who has served the Orange County community for over 40 years. We offer patient stipends and free transportation. Call and schedule your free screening now.
At Norm Reeves Honda Superstore Irvine, we want to buy your car. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, we come to you. On-site professional appraisals now available at your home or office. 2, you come to our dealership just minutes away for an on-the-spot appraisal. 3, value your car online at normreeveshondairvine.com. It's your choice. Plus, you get paid in 1 day or less. At Norm Reeves Honda Superstore in the Irvine Auto Center, we will buy your car.
Beautiful weather is here, and nothing should stop you from getting outside and doing what you love with who you love, especially arthritic pain and fibromyalgia. At OC Vitality Acupuncture and Integrative Medicine, our experienced and compassionate doctors offer innovative and personalized medical solutions to treat your pain and stiffness. We're conveniently located right next to the Laguna Woods Community Center.
I'm Dr. Dimitri Gruer. Give us a call today to see how we can help you get out of pain and get back to living.
Welcome back. As I mentioned, we have Dr. Dimitri Gruer here. Well, welcome to the studio. How are you today?
I'm doing great, Lisa. Thank you so much for having me.
Now, the last time that we spoke, it was a Zoom, but
Correct.
we talked a lot about what OC Vitality does, and there's a wide range of things that you take care of, which I think is great. But for those of us who don't know who you are, please let us know.
All right, well, my name is Dr. Dimitri Gruer, and I'm a doctor of acupuncture, and I'm the co-clinical director at OC Vitality right here in Laguna Woods.
Yeah, within our parking lot right here of the Community Services.
Yeah, right across the street.
That's great. Now, what is OC Vitality known for?
So OC Vitality is known for getting people who have a lot of medical issues feeling better. Just plain and simple. What we practice in the office is acupuncture, as well as other integrated medicine. So people have some kind of medical condition, and we have a solution and we get them better.
Okay, that's awesome. Now today we're talking about peripheral neuropathy. And now I am familiar with neuropathy, but what does peripheral mean?
Let me just paint a little picture. Sometimes you are watching the evening news and the morning news, and you see a story of somebody who just ran their car into the front of a building.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's somebody who's maybe 70 or 80 years old, and it's not that they have any type of mental issues or behavioral issues, it's because they couldn't feel their feet.
Oh.
And because that happens because of a later stage peripheral neuropathy. So what peripheral neuropathy really is it's the nerves on the hands and the feet basically dying. Mm-hmm. So there's many stages that start from when basically there's some kind of condition. The most common conditions that lead to neuropathy would be diabetes or chemotherapy-induced peripheral neuropathy. How it starts is somebody has a condition such as diabetes, and the blood vessels in the body are actually start to get injured. And so those nerves are fed by the blood vessels, and they actually start dying.
Okay.
So the first stages of peripheral neuropathy are when people start to feel pain or a burning sensation, tingling, even that pins and needles feeling when your arm when you sleep on your arm and it falls asleep.
Right.
Those are usually a neuropathy sign.
Okay. Now, something that I notice, I do feel tingling in my fingers and toes if I get cold. So if I'm swimming in the ocean, sometimes that happens. So is that something to be concerned about?
I wouldn't say it's something you need to be concerned about, but those are similar feelings that people with neuropathy are going to feel.
Okay.
So let's just talk about the nervous system a little bit and anatomy. So we have the central nervous system, which is from your brain and your spine, and then the peripheral nervous system, which is your limbs, your hands and your feet.
Okay.
Now, what is your body going to prioritize when you have some kind of condition such as diabetes? It's going to prioritize your organs and the vital things you need to keep alive, your heart, your kidneys, and your liver. The secondary thing is your hands, your feet. That's the peripheral nervous system.
Okay.
The main function of that is both sensory and motor. So sensory means what you feel, and motor means how you move and the strength in your body.
Okay.
So of course, the body is going to prioritize where the blood flows, and that's going to be your organs. So the first stage is your hands and your feet start to go. So when it first goes, you're going to be feeling that pain, the burning, the tingling, and then as it gets worse, the pain's going to go away and you're going to get numb, and that's actually a worse thing because that's when the balance starts to go, and that's when you can't feel anything, and that's when you can get into an accident. And really, that just means you're going to lose your independence, lose your freedom,
Right.
and that's why peripheral neuropathy is such an important thing to really talk about.
Exactly. Well, what are some things that you can do to help people with that?
So in our office, the reason why we specialize in peripheral neuropathy is because our treatments, which include acupuncture as well as other types of electrical therapy, are amazing techniques to help increase blood circulation and also get the electrical systems in the body to flow correctly.
Right.
So if you think about what the nerves are, they're basically just those electrical signals from the brain to the rest of the body to make things go. When peripheral neuropathy is going, there's something called the myelin sheath, which is basically a layer of fat around the nerves that allows for the electrical systems to conduct really quickly because your brain is here and your limbs are here. So that electrical system needs to go as quick as possible. When you have peripheral neuropathy, that myelin sheath actually starts to deteriorate and eventually is gone. And that's when you're not able to actually move and do things as quickly and as you really need to be doing.
So for folks who don't know what acupuncture is, I mean, I do. I've had it done a number of times, and some people might be afraid of it. They don't know what it is. They might think it hurts. But tell us a little bit about some of the procedures that would happen with acupuncture. Okay,
so acupuncture very simply is we stick very fine metallic needles into specific spots on the body to increase the circulation and electrical conductivity in the body.
Right.
The needles are very, very thin and very, very sharp, so that most of the time you don't even feel it.
Yeah.
Especially somebody with neuropathy, most likely they're not going to feel anything when it comes to the needles. And then typically we'll hook up either some type of electrical system, or we do have needleless therapy for those that are completely terrified of needles, and that can also help with these type of conditions.
Okay. Oh, that's great. Give me an example of some of your other types of therapies.
Okay, so the other type of therapy is actually a very brand new type of microcurrent technology that's not very widely used, and it runs a very specific microcurrent using many very specific programs using leads. So what we usually do for cases like this is we do a combination therapy of acupuncture as well as this other therapy.
Now, the acupuncture, the actual definition of acupuncture, I mean, I don't know the exact one, but it does, you use pressure points, correct, for that? Or do you do different types of things?
So that's actually acupressure.
That's acupressure.
That's acupressure.
See, there you
go. So they use the similar points, but it's not quite as effective. With acupuncture, we're really getting a physiological change in the body. So when you're very precise and you know where you're going, the effects are actually almost immediate. Because if you think about the nerves, this is all electrical systems. So when we do acupuncture in our office, typically we're using the peripheral nervous system to affect a change in the central nervous system. And we get an effect within 6 seconds, and we'll know if something's working. Now, something with peripheral neuropathy where the nerves aren't working as well, it does take time, and it takes a lot of repeated treatments to get to where people really need. And that depends, we meet people where they're at.
Yes, exactly. Now, insurance coverage, how does that work with you guys?
So, at this time, Medicare just does not cover acupuncture for peripheral neuropathy. They are starting to cover it for certain conditions, actually just one condition, and it's chronic low back pain of an unspecified nature.
Okay.
But yeah, and the kicker to that is, while Medicare will cover that one code, they will not cover it actually done by licensed acupuncturists, only MDs, and MDs can't practice acupuncture.
MDs, yeah, they don't. Oh, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so right now it's not covered, but the good news is when you come into our office, what we'll do initially, especially for someone coming in for peripheral neuropathy, is we'll do a full evaluation, see where you're at, and then just give you our best recommendation of a plan that's going to get you better.
Okay, all right, that's excellent. You know, some insurance companies, maybe they'll have supplemental ones, are starting to cover acupuncture as well as, chiropractic care and things like that. So it seems like some insurance companies are sort of coming into the 21st century.
Absolutely, and we have had cases where people have supplemental coverage for acupuncture as well as out-of-network benefits. So that's something that each individual would have to verify with the plan to make sure that they do have that coverage. And some people have just amazing plans, and we love those people, of course.
Yes, that's right, and they probably love that too. So let's talk about contact information. How do they get a hold of you?
Okay, well, we're located right here in Laguna Woods at 24361 El Toro Road. And you can visit us at ocvitality.com or give us a call at 949-215-1957. And we're located right next to the giant community center by the Jersey Mike's and the Happy Nails in that big orange building. So, we're just a golf cart right away.
That's true. That's true. All right. Thank you so much for your time and the information.
All right. Thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome. And remember, if you want more information, you go to ocvitality.com. We'll be right back.
Beautiful weather is here, and nothing should stop you from getting outside and doing what you love with who you love, especially arthritic pain and fibromyalgia. At OC Vitality Acupuncture and Integrative Medicine, our experienced and compassionate doctors offer innovative and personalized medical solutions to treat your pain and stiffness. We're conveniently located right next to the Laguna Woods Community Center.
I'm Dr. Dimitri Gruer. Give us a call today to see how we can help you get out of pain and get back to living.
Picking someone to clean your house is a big decision. After all, they'll be inside your house and touching virtually everything you own. Sadly, though, not all cleaning professionals are actually real pros. Like this person you found online who uses the same sponge in the kitchen they use in the bathroom. If you're looking for a local family-owned business with amazing customer service, contact MaidPro for a free estimate. MaidPro, when you're ready for a real pro.
Welcome back. As I mentioned, we have Mark Rabinowitz here on behalf of Thrive. Well, Mark, thank you for joining me today. How are you?
I am fine, and I'm happy to be here with you.
Well, you are a familiar face right here on Village Television with all the different things that you do, and we appreciate all the fantastic photos that you send in that I use regularly.
I thank you. There's more coming.
I love it. I love it. All right, so Thrive. We've talked to a variety of different people associated with Thrive.
Right.
And I know you guys have lots of different activities that are going on.
Yes.
But for those of us who don't know what Thrive is, maybe just give me a brief description.
Sure. We are a committee that's been around for, gosh, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years now. I've lost track. And what we try to do is help people thrive, live their lives, put a smile on their faces. You know, there's a lot of folks that are stuck in their manners, especially the last year and a half, not quite 2 years. So we've tried to use different avenues of information, and we've come up with a new one.
Great.
So we're just trying to help folks live a little bit happier life.
Yeah.
Is basically what we're doing.
Right. Well, I think that's important, right? As you mentioned, everyone's been isolated for quite some time, and that's really been a serious issue coming out of this pandemic. Is
Yes.
isolation, depression.
Yes.
We have a lot of doctors we talk to who are really highlighting much of that, and anything anyone can do, I think, is really going to be helpful going forward. So I agree with you on that.
If we can put a slight smile on someone's face once a day throughout the village, we've succeeded.
That's great.
Just simple as that.
So we have new people moving in here every day.
Yes.
And, you know, you've just given them a great description. But what if there was something that a resident wanted to participate in or help with? What are some key things that you think are important to bringing that smile to their face?
Join a club. Meet new people. Get involved. Take a walk and say hi to people that walk by you on the street instead of looking down at your toes.
Right.
Look up and look at somebody right in the eye and say, good morning.
Right. Well, you don't know what they've been doing prior to that.
Exactly.
They could have had a really crummy day.
They could have.
Yeah.
But if you say hi to somebody, it might take them out of that
Yeah.
grump and put them into a little happier spot.
A little happier spot. I
Yeah.
love that. I love it. Well, we're coming back, obviously. We've got lots of activities that are going on. There's a couple of things that I know you wanted to tell us about. So maybe let us know what it is that Thrive is doing for the rest of this year and whatever's happening next year.
We will be happy to. I've got my notes here.
Okay.
There's a lot of new residents here in the village, as we all know, who moved in at some point during the closure. And a lot of them really don't know where to go or what to do. And so we're trying to help them find an avenue to a new club or a new something and to meet people. And of course, we put up on the message board a little happy message that, well, I put up that for the committee. But we're going into a television program.
Oh.
We're going to call it the Thrive Toolbox.
Okay.
The number of segments is still to be determined, but we're looking at 3 or 4 segments in each show.
Okay.
One of the segments has to do with Beth Perrick, who is the chairman of the committee, and myself as the videographer. We've started to go around to the different clubhouses, having a conversation with the clubhouse managers and having them take us through the major rooms, if you will, of their given clubhouse.
Okay.
This is mainly for the folks who have never been inside the theater or who have never been over to Clubhouse 4 and don't know all the wonderful craft stuff that's over there that they can use.
Right. Well, let's talk about the PAC itself. I mean, we've got, it just reopened not too long ago. They've made a lot of improvements on it. and now they're starting to have events.
Yes.
But in one of these pictures here, we're looking at Beth Perrick, who's talking to who?
To Marcia.
Oh,
Garcia.
Marcia, okay.
They're up on stage. We
Okay.
were doing our walk and talk, and I said to them, okay, go up on stage so I can get a shot of the stage. Because
Okay.
how many people in this village who have even been here for a long time don't know we have an 814-seat theater.
Right.
And their jaws hit the floor when I
Well,
say that.
exactly, and all these great events were happening there where they have performances and old
Yes.
pros and
Yes.
theater guild. I mean,
Yep.
there's just a ton of activities that happen in
Yep.
that. So that is really good news. And the box office is now open.
Yep, it
Right,
sure is.
right.
They've been hiring folks to work in the box office. In fact, the day we were there, Beth and I were there, they just hired Tina Magnuson to sit there and so she walked in and it was a little home week.
Okay.
But the fact is that it's starting.
Right,
It's
right,
opening up.
right.
And I know, as you know, at the PAC, I used to, as a staff photographer for the village, I used to photograph all the major events over there. And I haven't had anything to do for almost 2 years.
Well, you've been out there catching photos of squirrels and,
Yes,
and
I have.
other,
Oh,
other
yes, I
creatures
have.
in our community, which is great.
Yeah.
Now, if people wanted to know more about Thrive or they wanted to participate, what is the best way to get in touch with you guys?
Best way to get in touch with Thrive is through our website.
Okay.
Thrive in the Village, all lowercase, at gmail.com.
Okay, so that's the email that you
Or,
guys have.
excuse me, email,
So the
yes.
Thrive in the Village at yahoo.com.
Yeah.
And that way people could get answers and maybe participate and get events coming up and maybe also information about the new show you guys are going to have.
Yeah.
Thrive Toolbox.
Yeah.
Okay.
As I said, the Thrive Toolbox will have a section of interviews throughout the clubhouses. It will have, as we're planning it, a section where folks can send in questions and we will find people to answer them of authority.
Oh, okay, great.
Who will answer them, and we'll videotape that.
That's great.
And then just people having questions about nothing major, but where do I go to do this? Or what can I, informational.
Right.
Questions and informational answers to those questions.
Well, the more resources the folks have here, the better off they are.
You
because
bet.
you know what? There's a lot of opportunity for communication here. You just got to do it.
That's right.
So thank you so much. It was very nice to talk to you about it.
Thank you very much for having us, and thanks for promoting Thrive.
You got it. And remember, if you want more information or you want to participate with Thrive, you can send them an email at thriveinthevillage@yahoo.com. We'll be right back.
Oh, life, how we admire you, are deeply fascinated by you. All your twists and turns and wild rides you take us on. The ups and the downs. Life, you live inside all of us, breathing, growing, beating. You are the reason we'll always provide world-class healthcare. Providence, we see the life in you.
My father was a quiet man, and honesty was premier. Prior to his passing, it was emotional. The folks at O'Connor made it easier. They just went over and above and helped me get through this. If you have to go through this process, stop by O'Connor. You will not be disappointed.
At O'Connor Mortuary, our commitment is to serve our community with care and compassion.
All right, our Monday movie today is we're carrying on the tradition of Brad Pitt. We had Brad Pitt this weekend. So today it's 7 Years in Tibet, and that is brought to you by Harvard Eye Associates, and you can watch that today, 2 p.m. with subtitles and 6 p.m. without subtitles. So you can check out 7 Years in Tibet starring Brad Pitt today. All right, just 2 announcements I want to make. We've got some Halloween fun coming up this weekend. First, we have the All Musicians Club that is called All In Time. Party with them Saturday, October 30th, and it's a Halloween bash. That'll be in Clubhouse 1 from 6:30 to 9. Doors open at 5:30. You can bring the grandkids. How fun is that? It's only $5 admission, and you can reserve a table for your party, but you do need to get in touch with Jim at 949-922-6130. Then also October 30th, we have a Pancake Breakfast and Cars fundraiser at the Florence Sylvester Senior Center. Pancake Breakfast is from 8:30 to 10:30. They're going to have a display of Corvettes and Mustangs from 8:30 to 11, and then a raffle, which opens at 8 a.m. So if you want more information about that, you can always get in touch with the Florence Sylvester Senior Center, and they'll have more information for you on that. All right, let's take a look at our weather before we head out. As I mentioned, we are expecting heavy rain this afternoon sometime after the 1-2 o'clock hour. We'll probably start getting a little bit of rain around noon, but later this afternoon is when we're expecting the majority of our rain. 66-54 today, tomorrow 69-53, then 77-61 on Wednesday. Thursday, really nice with 85-55. Friday, 74-51. Have a great day in the Village. We'll be back again tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. You can rewatch our show at 12:35 or check us out on YouTube at Village Television. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
At Norm Reeves Honda Superstore Irvine, we want to buy your car. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, we come to you. On-site professional appraisals now available at your home or office. 2, you come to our dealership just minutes away for an on-the-spot appraisal. 3, value your car online at normreeveshondairvine.com. It's your choice. Plus, you get paid in 1 day or less. At Norm Reeves Honda Superstore in the Irvine Auto Center, we will buy your car.
Welcome to Harvard Eye Associates. We're focused on your eye care at all 3 of our Orange County locations.
Our new location in Laguna Hills, Orange, and San Clemente.
Each facility features the latest in advanced technology and diagnostic equipment.
And a trusted collection of doctors that care about your vision and your quality of life.
We deliver what matters to you and your family.
Harvard Eye Associates, the future of vision today.